Hi, y'all. I'm Miles, the one that loves to smile, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning back into my Smyles Journal. This is my third one in the series, and it really means the world that you'd want to just take a moment and tap in and see what I got going on. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I really appreciate it. In these journals, all this really is a space for me to just pause, exhale, and just explain what I have going on, what I've been working on, what I've been doing. And I feel so blessed to have the opportunity to do this. But as I mentioned, my name is Miles, and this is my Smyles Journal. I'm glad that you found your way here. What this is just a space for me to openly dialogue and journal and kind of keep an ongoing video diary, if you will, about me and what I'm doing. And I have a podcast called the Smiles with Miles podcast. And this is just a space where, as I'm working through there, just again, be able just to kind of document all that. So I appreciate you guys tapping in, and it's really fun just to be on the third one. So I'm really excited. Today, I'm really looking forward to just covering a couple things that I've been really thinking about with all of these journals, and these are a couple topics and questions that I've just been really pondering through the first couple months of doing the journal, and ways that smiles have been bumping into my own life, and I've been reminded of things that have made me smile. So there's kind of four things I really want to talk about that have made me smile that I've been able to realize through the podcast. And the first one, I have to say, family. Family's always been a topic that's been pretty important to me. For those of you who don't know, I am adopted. So in that journey and in that part of my life, just understanding the concept of family and what a family looks like has been something that I've put in a lot of time and thought into. And in doing that, I've really realized that, family is blood, but it's also so much more. Family are the people that choose to show up in your life. And I've been blessed to have a lot of people show up in my life and choose to be my family. And that's it's a very humbling notion just to have and to even think about. And as I've been pursuing more authentic smiles, that's been something that I have bumped into a lot, is just the smiles that have come from family and the ones that I really love. So from everyone that has supported me in this way and supported me on this journey, all the close ones that have been sending me texts, and all the really, really nice and kind words. Really, I just want to say thank you. And I'm really excited to share my friends and my family with my audience and people that want to see and want to know, because I feel humbled that I get to come in and highlight some of these people who really mean the world to me because of who they are. And I just feel really blessed that I am able to do that. And in doing that, I get to introduce people that I consider to be my friends and family. So I just feel really blessed. And that's one of the big things I have kept on. That's a big theme that I've just been bumping into throughout my time working on this podcast. And it's been really fun. And that's just been one of them. So yeah. The second topic after family is, oh yes, basketball. Basketball has definitely brought me a lot of smiles in my life. From playing in really young city leagues as a little kid, to growing up and playing on some more competitive travel teams, to then playing high school basketball, and then taking even travel basketball more seriously. I have had such a blast playing the sport of basketball and actually participating in it, and it's brought me so much joy and smiles. And I've met some really amazing people from my time playing basketball, and that's just been so much fun. Um, and then there's also that next step that having the opportunity to be able to work in sports was something that was really special to me. And in my college days, I had the ability to work for the women's basketball team at the U of A, and that was super fun. And I had a blast just working with the team and working in sports, and the joy that working in this thing that I love, that I was able to go, and that was what my job through school was. And I just felt so blessed, and that just so many smiles, and again, so many close people that I met through there. Some have also become my family through doing that. Once you are in that Wildcat family, it's a great family to be in. But having it connect through the thing that I love, which is basketball, and it's basketball in my hometown. So that's just been really special to me, to be able to see and look back on my joys of basketball and sports. And it's been really fun. And I really enjoy sports and watching sports, but yeah, specifically basketball, because um, as a kid, I just loved playing the game of basketball and just running up and down the court and just playing the game. And it's really fun just to be able to do that. So yeah, that's one of the places I've smiled. And the third thing we're going to talk about is video games. I have had so many smiles associated with video games. From playing in a rock band tournament in the library to countless, Halo parties at the house to playing online for hours with friends to playing 2K with all the friends in college. Video games has brought me so much joy. I remember growing up, my brother and I, when Halo came out, we got Halo. Um, and we put so much time into the co-op story of that game, and we just played that thing into the ground, and it was so much fun because we had a game that we could both play together. And that was just a blast because we both loved it. And video games allowed me to think about the world differently. That was one of the first places where I really realized that there were such thing as a digital world, because I would go into these and play these games, and there'd be these just immersive full worlds, and I had so much fun, whether that was like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, any Legend of Zelda game, Pokemon, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, all the basketball games, 2K, NBA Live, just so many fun games, Call of Duty. Playing video games has always just been a really good source of community for me, and it's been just so much fun to be able to explore that passion. And doing the podcast, I've been able to connect with other people and talk about video games some more, and that's just been such a blessing for me. And it really just makes young Miles happy that I can look up now as an older adult and look around and see that this is what video games is and what people are doing with it and what the world is seeing it as, because that just makes me so happy. And I think that's so neat. And just young Miles on the inside just feels great about it. And it's just so cool. Just so cool to see. Um I think that's really everything for video games. Yeah, that's going to really round out that one. The fourth and final one is adventure. Adventure is something that has been a theme throughout this podcast for sure. The more I work and the more I put time in this, the more adventurous and the more um, um, exciting this journey becomes, and the more unknown it becomes. And I just enjoy the adventure. I'm really learning that. And I think that's something that before this, I wouldn't necessarily classify myself as an adventurous person. But the more time I really sit with this podcast and wrestle with things and work with things, I really do see my enjoyment of adventure and my thrillment in seeking that out. And that has been a really interesting journey for me just to learn, and being able to share that with, anyone that wanted to hear it is really exciting for me. I don't know where this adventure specifically is leading. I know that I enjoy this one, and I know that this adventure isn't going to end. So I appreciate everyone wanting to join in on that. But that has definitely been a theme that has been nothing but consistent throughout this entire podcasting journey, and that's been really fun. So yeah, those are the four main things I really wanted to talk about: family, basketball, video games, adventure. Those are kind of four areas that I've really found smiles throughout this podcast journey, and just areas of my life that I've uncovered as I've been dedicating time to smile. And I'm just so thankful that I can share that with anyone that would want to know or just want to hear. So I really appreciate it. Um, the last kind of part of that really is, it's funny because all these sections seem to be related and kind of connected to me. And that's the joy of, at least for me, pursuing these smiles and pursuing authentic smiles, is because as I slow down to see what really makes me smile, I'm seeing, one, I have some pretty common passions with other people, which is really fun because that allows me to enter into a community, and that's amazing. But two, I can see how things that make me happy are all kind of interconnected. Like, I can spend time with my family with basketball. I had so many memories with my parents coming to my basketball games and supporting me, and my aunts and uncles and all my friends coming. And I had so many friends that would want to come watch me play that it was amazing. And I felt so loved all the time. And that was family and friends choosing to engage in life through basketball. And then I had my brother, as I said, him and I would play video games all the time growing up, and we played Halo 3, or we played actually all of the Halos, and we got through those campaigns, and we spent time together as family through video games, and that was just so fun just to be able to connect. And then through basketball and being able to actually work in college sports, that was pretty adventurous, and that was something that I really enjoyed. Just doing all that, I found very, very, very fun, and I felt very blessed that I could do it. So with all that, the more that I really sat back and the more that I've sat back and took a second to think about what makes me smile, the more that I see a lot of these things are all connected, and the more that I feel impacted and cared for myself, because I can find ways that I can smile, and that's just so much fun, you know. Um, but yeah, those are just four things recently that have been really making me smile, that have been on my mind. I said this in my last journal, and I really mean it, but last year was the year of me. I'm really hoping that this is the year of us, or the year of we. And I think it could be really fun to hear what's making y'all smile. So please, if you have anything that's in your daily routine, or every week, or every month, or something where you just find yourself smiling, please drop a comment down below. I'm dying to know what makes other people smile, because I just love talking about things that make me smile. And in these journals, you're going to have more of these little moments that make me smile. So I just really appreciate everyone being here. So please just drop that comment down below. That's going to round out that smiles portion of the journal. But now I shift gears a little bit, because now it's just kind of becoming more comfortable doing this. I think that in these journals, it's really important to me, because I have things that I feel like I need to say, and that's more a little bit on the front half of what the things that have made me smile were, because again, I don't want to get lost in what makes me smile. But I'm also dedicated to working to have a better experience for not only me, but for everyone viewing. And that's why I'm really doing these journals, so I can get practice and I can just get used to just doing these things. And I appreciate every and anyone who's watching on this journey. It really just means the world that anyone would want to just engage and enter and see what's going on in this Smyles universe, because I'm really trying to make a whole Smyles world, because I think that we need a space dedicated to smiling, and I'm really trying to carve that out. And I just want to see how big of a space I can make for smiling, and I want to get everyone into that space with me. I'm trying to kick in that front door and bring all my friends and family through the front smiling with me. So I just appreciate everyone being willing just to work with me through these little moments and through these journals. I feel lucky to have these. I feel lucky to have this ability to practice what I'm doing in this way, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Excuse me. And it's really making me smile. All right. Coughing up. I don't know what's going on. Everything's good. Allergies killing me. That's a different conversation. Not as smiling, but I just appreciate it, guys. I appreciate everyone showing in, checking in, seeing what's going on. Rounding out, before we go, I do want to make sure I let you guys know a couple places where you can follow along and tap in with me. So that's what I'm going to do, but then we're going to get out of here. All right? Cool. There's a couple areas where you can follow with the Smyles Journey. And the first one is going to be the website. That's going to be the best spot just to stay up to date. And that's going to be smyleswithmyles.com. SMYLES with Myles, MYLES.com. Perfect. The next one is going to be Twitter. You can follow that. That's going to be all my daily Smyles Journey tweets. If you guys don't know, I really do this every single day. So every day I try to set aside a couple minutes just to smile, and I have my Twitter that really stays up to date with that with me. So you can follow me on Twitter at smyleswithmyles. Instagram is going to be another place just to tap in and see what else I got going on. Smyles.with.myles. So there's the dots. And then I also have a TikTok, going to be a cool place just to stay up to date and see some pretty fun stuff there. Just trying to, get my face out there and just try to have a little fun smiling, because, why not, Yeah, those are some of the main places where you can stay up to date with me. You can also follow my Reddit. That's r/smyleswithmyles. But yeah, those are kind of like the main little hubs out. If you think that I need to be in any other spaces, I'm always trying to know what other spaces to smile in. So feel free to drop that comment down below as well. But those are really all like the active places where you can look and find me. And this has been really fun, because as I mentioned, all of those areas, those 4 areas of smiles all connect, and they all connect because they make me smile, right? And another thing that just really makes me smile, that just kind of connects in all of this, is the digital technology video game piece. And that's why I'm doing this. So really, if there's any other world or space where you think that I need to be in, tell me down below, because I'm always trying to hear about something new. Um, yeah, I think that's really all the things that I had to say. Well, we said a lot. We talked about all the topics. I'm all talked out. You guys are all probably listened out. I know you're probably getting on to the next thing that you got going on, so I'm not going to hold you, but I just want to say one last time a big thank you for tapping in on this Smyles journey. I'm so excited to see what the next smile is going to be, and I know that we're going to smile again soon. Peace, y'all.